is a wonderful philosophy because it explains exactly the position of individual living beings, matter, which there's so much matter, water, and other elements, and then the position of the Supreme Person. So, the position of the Supreme Person and the position of the part and parcel living entities is said to be of a superior type nature. Krishna calls the living entities to be Paraprakriti because they're greater than the other 8 material elements of Paraprakriti. Bhumira Bhovan Lo Vayu Kam. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Those are the material energies separated from the Lord. Living entities are of a superior nature. Maya Vangso, Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. So there is eternal parts and parcels. But they're conscious. And as he explains, Nityo Nityanam, Chaitanas Chaitananam, Eko Bahunam Vidata Kama. That living entities are both conscious and eternal. Like the Lord, He's conscious and He's eternal. But the difference is, He supplies the necessities of all other living entities. That's the unique quality of God. And the Mayavadis and any philosophers who try to make a speculation to explain it differently than this run into problems. Sometimes people say, we're one with the Lord, and that's all, just one. We're the same as God, and therefore we are God. That's a big mistake. And then others think there is no God. Everything is just coming from matter, and matter just came accidentally. Problem there is, there has to be an original source. Even sometimes they say everything is eternal. Everything's always existing. That sounds like a good way to get things explained, but we don't see anything in our experience that is eternally existent. We always see that there's a source. And even if we say, well, we don't see a source to the sun must just be existing permanently. No, that's just because our limited senses, our limitations are such that we cannot perceive the source. But Krishna explains everything, that Janmani Jayati, everything comes from Him. Also the Vedas say that He's the source. And He's eternal. And living entities are also eternal. But as stated by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. They're one and different from Him at the same time, which makes it perfect, because otherwise how would He be able to be conscious of everything? He knows where everything is. He knows how everything works. He knows the Shatar Shatargya. He's the knower of all living entities, all the bodies. We know the pains and pleasures of our body, but we don't know the pains and pleasures of all bodies, but the Lord does. So in this way, very important and wonderful philosophy that can resolve all doubts and all confusion about everything. Because that simple, as they say, put on your back of your T-shirt, Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. That explains everything, simultaneously, inconceivably, one and different. That's the Lord. Thank you. Because the Lord has arranged it that way. He is the Supreme Controller. And naturally, He likes to have different relationships, different persons. We have this tendency too. A man has several children. They're similar in some ways they're different. And he enjoys the differences and the similarities. So these are certain things that are designed by the Lord, the way He wants it, and there's really not much that we can object. It's like sometimes people object. Why does there have to be misery in the material world? Why can't God just make it? If He's so great, why can't He just make it so everyone's happy and there's no miseries? Well, He's done that too. He has that in the spiritual world, but that's only for those who want it. Some people, they want to become God, and they want to fight in competition to see if they can become it. That's the only thing they'll be satisfied with. Sometimes you see the demons in the scriptures, they look forward to being defeated by Krishna, because no one else can defeat them. They become very proud. So they like this idea of competing with God. But the Lord He's the original person. So as we have desires to have many friends and sisters and brothers and fathers and mothers and all these different relationships, that all comes from Krishna. It's all part of the perfect plan. Thank you.